The Rogue, searching for the real Sarah Palin. It's already gotten a lot of attention, and we thank you, Joe, for coming on with us.
Thanks for having me, Barbara. Good to see you again.
Thank you. You and I have been together before.
Yes.
And
did you date?
That's his next book. I told you that his crime stories were true.
That's your memoir.
In 2010, you moved to Wasilla, Alaska, and took a house that you said it was just available to you. That was right next door to Sarah Palin. Now, you could have lived everywhere. I don't blame her family for being angry. I mean, I think that was a cheesy thing to do, Joe.
Do you really?
Yeah,
because I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why it wasn't. Because I never bothered them.
Yeah, but you're right there. You're looking in their window.
No, Barbara, that's where you're wrong.
Okay.
I didn't look at anybody's window.
No, but you can see them when they're leaving and coming.
I couldn't.
You really have a good heart about doing it, though?
It would have been journalistic malpractice not to do it. To have a chance to live for 4 months right next to the subject.
And you never saw them, by the way?
I saw them when Todd trespassed on my property and came over. Yeah, right.
Otherwise, you never saw the Palins in all that time, just that
No,
one?
I never saw them all summer long.
I mean, even those who are politically wildly against Sarah Palin weren't in favor of that move for the most part.
I don't know. And you know what? I would do it again.
You would.
I sure would.
Aren't you scared?
We'll move on. We have other things.
Aren't you scared to do that? Because you write in the book that people close to the family were scared of the Palins. Or would they like to make it like they're the mob or something?
This is true. And I got a little bit scared when Sarah went on Facebook and told malicious lies about me. She said I was peering into her little daughter's bedroom window. This is completely crazy, total fabrications. But she puts that on Facebook. She goes out and she tells Glenn Beck this, and Glenn Beck and Sarah get the whole right wing all stirred up, and I start getting death threats and hate mail. I got a death threat against my 3 grandchildren. I got email that said, if you bring those grandchildren of yours out here to Alaska, let them buy a one-way ticket because they're going to be found floating face up in Lake Lucille. That's the kind of stuff that I was getting last summer.
In fairness, though, did that come as a surprise to you, having moved next door? And with the intentions that you had, I'm sure the family was upset. Look, I've been fairly critical of Sarah Palin. I also value great journalism. How do you then, what's your response to people who call this your latest work of fiction?
I never thought that Sarah would get hysterical and send track out to surreptitiously take a picture of me talking to my wife on my cell phone and then say, look, he's holding binoculars and peering into our window.
Let's get to what you wrote. Okay, we only have some limited time, so let's get to, first of all, you say you talked to 200 people, but none of your close friends would talk, and nobody is listed as a source. And some of the allegations in the book...
Excuse me, you said nobody's listed as a source? There are 75 names.
No friends.
75, that's right.
No friends.
Because she told them not to talk to me.
Well, yeah, so would I if you were doing a book.
Well, that wasn't a smart move.
Let's get to some of the allegations. You write that Sarah and Todd never had a happy marriage. They were fighting incessantly. She wasn't home with the children. It was a bad marriage. I have only seen them when we've been doing interviews. They seem very close to me, close to each other, not to me.
Well, it's an interview.
They do put on a good show.
No, but also, when I want to reach Sarah Palin, I do it through Todd.
Well, they're good business partners. They're business partners, Barbara.
But how do you know it's a lousy marriage?
Her chief of security, Gary Wheeler, who traveled everywhere with her and with Todd during her tenure as governor, and who had also been security chief for the previous 2 governors of Alaska, was the first person to contrast for me the lack of closeness between Sarah and Todd compared to Governor Murkowski and Governor Knowles.
Did they fire him? How did he lose his job?
Why is that important to put in the book, though?
You know why it's important? Is because the linchpin of her whole political image is that this is a family values lady. This is family first, and it's all about family. And Todd and the children, she parades them all around as part of her, that's part of the show she puts on. And it's false. It's simply fake.
Is that different than any other politician, though? I mean, every time we see them up there, they all of a sudden have, like, more and more kids. And, I mean, I just don't think that's odd for politics.
I don't even know how many children Rick Perry has, for example.
No,
you know?
You said
You'll be dragging them out
I want to go on. You said in your book that you said that Todd is more of a parent than Sarah. You said she had very little desire to be a mom. Now, you gave several examples in your book of how the children suffered. How did the children suffer?
From neglect. When Todd was up on the North Slope.
It's a serious allegation, you know that, right?
From neglect. When Todd was up on the North Slope, I'm told by more than one person, by many people who knew them through those years.
But they weren't friends.
Those children, well, they were close at that time. Sarah has a lot of ex-friends because she hurts people and they turn against her.
You said more people dislike her than like her.
Oh, in Alaska, I was shocked. The people who, that was the biggest surprise I had last summer, was to find out just how unpopular she is in her own hometown.
If you think they were suffering from neglect, though, why wouldn't you call child services instead of write a book?
They're grown up now.
Just really, though, I mean, if you think something's going on, and you know it, you think she has young children now. You think only during her
I have no idea what kind of a mother she is now. I was talking about, and in the book it's very clear, about when Track and Bristol and Willow were growing up. Todd was working on the North Slope, and I'm told that Sarah wouldn't even feed those children properly. She was too busy with herself.
You're talking about a mother and her children. I just find that hard to believe that a mother wouldn't feed her kids.
Well, I know, and they certainly look well-fed to me. But, Sarah...
If she objects to this, she can sue Joe McGinniss. If she has proof otherwise, she can sue him.
Come here to talk to us about it, maybe.
Good luck.
Yes.
Joe, we have more attacks. So especially, the thing that I found the most shocking was that you said the Down syndrome baby might not be Sarah's. I want to come back and talk with you about that.
Yes.
We'll be right back.
That's a good tease, Barbara.
Yeah.